Guys, I hope you're all well. Welcome back to my channel. I thought I would do a morning routine video. It is 6:05. The boys have just got me to come downstairs. It's actually Monday morning, so they've got school. So I've got 3 of the 4 up at the moment. Yeah, you're getting all your trains out. Marco's due at preschool at 8 o'clock, and then the boys I take straight after that. So bright. I'm so tired because I just got back from a weekend away with the girls, and I know it was a weekend away, but we just slept less because we were up chatting all night. And you can pour it out, darling, that's fine.
Mama.
Yeah. Octopus, good boy. So Marco is still upstairs. Dan's alarm has just gone off, I just heard him. So he'll get in the shower, and I'm going to quickly iron their school uniform, and then I'm going to go try and wake myself up.
Hi guys, so welcome back to my channel. Here is our morning routine. It's a Monday morning, as you already know, and I am ironing. As per usual, I always tell myself I'm going to do it the night before, and I just don't have time, especially as the boys go to bed late because they just fight going to sleep, and then by the time they're actually in bed and fast asleep, I'm too tired to even think about doing the ironing. So good job I've got some time to do it in the mornings. This is usually the case. It's a very odd occasion that I do it the night before and have it ready for them. I always tend to have a little helper as well. Francesco won't leave me alone when I do anything in the house. The boys are just chilling out in the living room watching a bit of telly for the moment, and I have put some food on the table, but they're obviously not ready to eat yet. So when they are ready to eat, they will go and sit at the table and eat their food. So this morning they've got cereal and a croissant each with some fresh water. They usually have cereal, but they hate it with milk.
Right, I am upstairs now. I've got about 20 minutes to get myself showered, dressed, and a little bit presentable. I only like to do it that way because I don't like leaving the boys downstairs on their own, especially if there's food. Like, I worry about them choking and all that kind of stuff. I know it probably seems a little bit silly to some, but that's just how I feel. So I'm gonna shower, get myself dressed, hopefully get downstairs at 7 o'clock. Dan will usually have a coffee waiting for me, and then he goes, and then yeah, I just get all the boys ready for school. So time to have a shower.
So I've managed to get myself ready in very quick time, and now it's time to make all the beds before I head downstairs, because I don't know about you, but making the beds in the morning just makes my head feel a lot clearer, knowing that the upstairs is tidy, and then that way I don't care about the downstairs. It can get as messy as anything, and I don't mind, because I know that when we go upstairs, everything is in its place, beds are made, bedrooms are looking tidy, and yeah, it just makes me feel like I've started the day right if I've tidied all the bedrooms and made the beds. So now on to make the older boy's bed, which is actually a pain, and it's one thing I never thought about when we got these beds, about how I was going to make it every morning. And I always tell myself that I'm going to teach the boys how to make their own beds, but I just haven't got round to it yet, and it is just a lot easier and quicker if I do it, and I know that it's done the way that I like it. So yeah, making the boys' beds is a bit of a pain, but it's fine. I also feed the fish every morning. We have 1 fish for each boy, but after a week or 2 they weren't that interested, so it's down to me to feed the fish.
Right, we're all downstairs now. Beds are made, and the upstairs is a little bit tidier. I've come down, and as per usual, Dan's made me a coffee, bless him. He does it all the time, every single morning. I feel like this vlog already has been so bitty. That's just a representation of our life and our morning. Everything's so here and there, and a little bit of chaos, and I don't mind that. I love that. I love that it's you know, all over the place. The boys follow me around everywhere. You know, it would be ideal if they could stay downstairs and watch a film while I make the beds and get ready, but they're kids and they just want to be around me. So yeah, I quite like that. So I do have quite a lot of washing up and just general tidying to do. We usually would do that the night before, but we were so tired last night, and I went away for the weekend, so I haven't been here all weekend, and we just kind of wanted to chill out together once the boys were in bed, obviously, because we didn't see each other all weekend. But I don't mind doing that, that's fine. Like, it doesn't bother me that my house isn't always tidy. Like, there's stuff everywhere because they're kids and they play all the time, and So long as the beds are made when I come down in the morning, that's the one thing that I do have to do to make my mind relax a bit. It's 7:15, so I've got about 40 minutes to get the boys dressed, shoes on, brush teeth, brush hair, so wish me luck. It's gonna be a bit of a squeeze, I think.
So all the boys' clothes are ironed and ready to go. Boys get themselves dressed, get their shoes on, and they're quite good actually. I tend to repeat myself a million times in the morning, which I'm sure all you mums do as well, but I try and stay calm and just repeat the word. So if I'm asking them to get their shoes on, I'll just say shoes, shoes, and then eventually they'll go and get their shoes.
We're gonna have two now.
That's it. We go up and brush our teeth, brush our hair. Yeah, that's right, darling.
I know people do things really differently, but I always like to brush their teeth just before we leave the house because they tend to graze with all of their meals. They tend to eat brioche or a croissant like the last minute before we leave the house. So brushing their teeth last minute before we leave the house is a must, because then I know that they aren't going to school with a mouthful of food and dirty teeth. I also brush their hair whilst they're doing their teeth just to speed time up a little bit.
Do you like jacket the potatoes? You like ew.
Jacket potatoes, you say ew.
I think you're gonna like jacket the potatoes.
I think he does, darling. He's just saying it because it's a song, isn't it? So I'm just doing Marco's hair. He's off to preschool, and it's going to be the first time I'm on my own with Franco. And finally, we are all ready to walk out the door. Right, we are all in the car and ready for school. Are you boys ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're ready for school. So I'm going to take Marco first. It's 8:04, so like 4 minutes late, but I can get there between 8 and 15, so it's not too bad. And then carry on and take the boys, and then I am off out to see a friend. I'm going to take Francesca, obviously I've got Franco still. I'm going to go to her house for a cup of tea and a bit of a play date, and then I'm going to come back and just tidy everything. I wouldn't usually go on a play date. It's something that I've not done in a while, but we're seeing another friend of ours that we've not seen for a little while, so I thought I'd leave all the tidying until, well, until I get home really. So yeah, that is it. Off to school we go.